Welcome to today's Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, where we'll be looking into what is happening for you in September. Now, I absolutely love September because in Britain usually it's sunny and it's bright and it's fresh, and sometimes we even get a bit of a frost, which is lovely. We also sometimes get an Indian summer. Here is my little Luna coming to check out what I'm doing and to have a cup of tea with me. If you would like to see what's happening for you this September, just visit the description section below and click on the timestamps that are relevant to where you feel drawn to. And oops, Linda's going to knock my teapot over and join me for a cup of tea while we go through what's coming for you in September. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me one-to-one, do have a look in the description. You'll find the contact details there, so I can do spiritual guidance readings with you, or I can do a mixture of coaching, psychological therapy, holistic healing and spiritual guidance to make sure that you get what you need in this current time in your life so that you can move forward with love and joy in your heart. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hello, thank you for joining me here today. So these are the 3 piles that we've got for September. We have got Angel de la Muerto. Apologies, I don't know how to pronounce that properly. But transitions to the spirit realm. That's pile 1. Pile 2, we've got Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. And pile 3, we have got the 3 fates. What comes around? So just take a nice deep breath. See which one stands out to you specifically. And then click on the timestamp in the description below, and it will take you directly to the reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to today's reading, where we're looking at what's going on in September. So these are the cards that I've shuffled or started to shuffle for September. This is the first one that fell out for pile 1. We've got Angel de la Muertos, or Murtaugh. I don't know how to pronounce that properly, so apologies, but I did my best there. And it says transitions to the spirit realm. So this is the equivalent of the death card, which shows that the shifting of energy. So something transforming and shifting, old things being left behind that no longer serve us. Maybe you're tuning into your ancestors more. There's a potential that you might be working with spirit more. Ensure that you're being open to signs from the spirit world. So in my case, if you see a white feather, tend to recognize that that is spirit around you, supporting and helping you. And also we have a bird called the robin here, and if you see a robin, quite often that is a message from spirit, where they're about and they're supporting you, your ancestors or those who've passed on into the spirit realm. What this card also says is that it is time to reinvent your life now. Don't wish away your life, expecting that when you incarnate into a new life that that's going to be better. The time is now. You can begin and shift and change the life that you have now into the one that you desire within this lifetime. So this is very important, and it's a pretty big deal for the month of September. You may come up with a revelation or recognition that you need to let go of something that is no longer serving you, and you need to recreate your life in a way that better suits who you are now. So let's just have a look. We're going to pop that there. Oops. So we can still see that. And then we're going to see what came up next. So we've got gratitude and the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles often shows us that we've got everything that we could want in a lot of ways, but something is missing. So be grateful what you already have, so that, you know, the energy keeps coming back to you. But sometimes we recognize that there's something that's missing, and it's quite often in the form of something emotional. So let's have a look what the next card is. Three of Cups, friendships. So as this follows on from this card, maybe there is a friend that is no longer in your life, that you're possibly missing, but need to reflect on that with gratitude for what they brought into your life for you. Or maybe you are shifting and changing away from the friendship groups that you've already, a friendship group that you've already got. Or maybe you're needing to bring more friends in, which is why you're sort of missing certain things. Or given that, so this is a reading for, the general public, so take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, which is why I'm giving a few variations of what this could come to. There's a chance that friendships are surround you, supporting you as you go through a shift and change of releasing something that no longer serves you, or as certain people leave your life. Let's just have a look what else we've got here. Oh, it's lovely. This is bringing in gifts. So the Six of Pentacles shows that you've got things coming towards you in a tangible fashion, where you're receiving gifts, inheritance, or different positive things in a tangible form that people may be bringing into you. And we've got that during September, you're going to feel a need to be impulsive. So you may be slightly reactive because of this big shift and change that's taking place. So that it can sometimes create the need to feel like you want to make big changes. And this card is talking about, as I stated, it's talking about ensuring that you make the adjustments in your life now, in this lifetime, so that you can live your life and enjoy your life to the fullest. So there may be an element of impulsiveness. Perhaps that's based on what you're going to receive. If you're receiving gifts of money or different things like that, it may encourage you to act impulsively because you might have not had this before. So let's just see what else there is. Okay, so we've got it that secrets are going to come to light during September. Three things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. So personally, I like it when secrets come to light because I am a true fan of honesty. And I think as soon as you've found out the reality of how things really are, it allows you to move forward with confidence. And if you want to change what's happening in your life, by knowing the truth of things, it enables you to take practical steps forward. Now, you may have secrets coming up about people who've left your life potentially. If your friendship has fallen down and isn't there anymore, or if somebody who you've known is no longer with you for some reason, you may find that different secrets come to the forefront for you to understand and hear about, which is interesting. So let's see what else we've got. Nobility and self-esteem. So that is very interesting. So this may help when these secrets come to the forefront. It may give you a sense of empowerment and may improve your self-esteem because you know the truth. It may give you support internally in knowing how to take action going forward. Let's put that there. So what else have we got? Illumination, excellent, which ties in with secrets being divulged and what you know. So sometimes illumination can be a really good thing. It can also sometimes be a little bit overwhelming if we have too much illumination in one go. But it will bring you clarity. So you're going to receive a lot more clarity about things in life during September. This feels quite an auspicious month for you. So be careful to ensure that you're being gentle with yourself and that you aren't pushing yourself too hard as these things happen. Let's just put that there. Okay, and we've got clearing here. So my dog's making noises because she wants to go out. Wait a minute, Luna. So, as this illumination happens and the information comes out, or these different energetic shifts happen, it's important to keep being in the light and allowing any negativity to be cleared from you. You can do that with using sage to smudge, or you can do that in different ways by using white light through meditation to cleanse yourself, or you can go and get some Reiki, take salt baths, or if you have any grapefruit or eucalyptus in a shower gel, then that also is really helpful to clear things. So let's have a look what the challenge is for you. Right, Spirit. What is the challenge for pile 1? What is the challenge for pile 1? Show your support. Look at that. So, if things have happened that have made you feel uncomfortable, you may find it difficult to actually be supportive of what's going on with other people. So if secrets have come to light which you don't particularly like in some way, then sometimes it can be difficult to actually be supportive of what's going on. But this may be a big transitional shift for you at an energetic level, encouraging you to recognise that everybody's on their own special little journey. Each soul is going through their own journey, and each person is just doing the best that they can with what they've got, no matter how it looks. So just try and choose peace as best you can, which is what's happening with this white rose here. What other challenges have we got? And then we'll get some advice. What other challenges have we got for pile 1, Spirit? Healer of the ages. So it's important to seek healing for yourself if you're going through anything that's a little bit more difficult. Make sure you seek healing, and you can work with me on a one-to-one basis. I do spiritual guidance, counselling, psychological therapies and holistic healing jointly, and coaching. So I can always work with you in the short term or for a longer period of time to change and shift things as much as you want. Let's see what the advice is for pile 1. What is the advice for pile 1? What is the advice for pile 1? Be spontaneous. That's interesting because you've got impulsiveness here. So do have fun, do spontaneous things, make choices that, you know, fill your heart and open you up and have a good time. And you will be supported with, you know, doing things without having to ask other people. Just go out there and do whatever you're feeling drawn to do. This is a very magical card. Allow the magic into your life, and that's partly what you might be feeling like you're missing. In the Nine of Pentacles we said there's something where you feel like you're missing something, so allow yourself to be spontaneous, because it does bring magic back into your life. Let me just see what other advice there is for pile 1. What other advice have we got for pile 1? Very interesting reading this is. I'm going with what Spirit is giving me. So, okay. So the advice is to allow yourself to trust and be loving in a relationship. Allow people to support you who care about you, and be compassionate and open-hearted with new people or current people that are in your life, and allow them to support you. That is very interesting. So I almost feel like this is potentially as well about being spontaneous with a relationship that you're in currently, or about entering into a new relationship, because it might be that that's also what you're missing here. Let's get a final card to see the concluding information about what's going on in this reading, because it is a very interesting reading. Oh, how lovely. So we've got a fantastic outcome. We've got the Field of Dreams. So this is about, there was the film with Kevin Costner that says, if you build it, they will come, which was the Field of Dreams. But this is saying that you have got so much going on in life, that you are plentiful, that you can have everything that you possibly want, which I think is what's happening here. So it's like a shift from something that wasn't initially maybe as positive previously this year. You might be going through a huge shift so that you can actually start a new life now, so that you can have this, the Field of Dreams, so that you can actually embrace everything you could imagine that you would want in life, and it can be there for you. So this is a huge process within September then that you're going to go through, where information's going to come out, you're going to be illuminated about what's going on, it's going to push on your self-esteem, and you're going to need to make sure that you clear your energy regularly, so that you're feeling in the best possible place. But you have got a lot of heartfelt stuff coming in your direction. Wow, how massively interesting. So I wish you all the best, pile 1. Have a fantastic time in September. If you do want to work with me, just check out my information in the description, and you can contact me via my website. Thank you for watching. If you like this, subscribe and press the bell icon just for notifications, and I'd appreciate it if you tick on the like button. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to today's reading about what's coming for you in September. Well, I've shuffled the cards to choose which of these is coming out for pile 1, 2 and 3. And it seems like, I feel like it's quite intense for quite a few people during September. I don't know what's going on, but this one, the Fairy of the Highlands, it's time to be brave. Basically what this is stating is, enough is enough. So you may want peace, and you may want things to be nice and calm and okay, but there are certain people who've been acting in a way towards you that just isn't okay, and it's the time to speak up. So it's time to do something about it, to take action, and to communicate openly and honestly about what's not okay for you. So that is very important, and it may take some bravery to do this, because a lot of us really want things just to be nice, and we think people should have a particular set of standards about how they behave. And when they don't, when they behave in ways that we just think is completely out of order, and we just wouldn't expect someone to behave like that, because why would anybody who cared about us behave like that, then it can come as a bit of a surprise and we can not be sure what to do about it. But what I find is you don't always have to go in directly to actually, have a full conflict. What you can do is I always ask Spirit to support me so that during the time when I'm with the other person, I can gently start bringing up the issues in a more of a compassionate, gentle way, so that it's not so confrontational. Now, this may or may not work in this scenario. These are general readings, so do take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But it is time for you to stop putting up with what's happening towards you that isn't okay, is the main theme of September. So let's see what else is happening for you in September. Okay, so we've got mental conflicts. So you may be worrying about what's going on and debating about what's going on and trying to figure out. And this is all very much in the mind. So you might find that you've been experiencing anxiety or worrying about things and feel a bit trapped, and may even have some, nights that are where you're not sleeping very well, or you're having nightmares about things. So again, this backs up, and we will get advice during this. This backs up again the need to resolve what is going on so that you can live in a happier, more peaceful life. And if you do want to work with me, you can work with me. I am a psychological therapist, holistic healer, spiritual guidance counsellor, and life coach. So I combine all those together to help you clear anything that's causing you difficulties and to help you have a happier and more joyful life, basically. And you can check out the information in the description of where my website is if you want to work with me on those, on what's going on here. Okay, so there's something. Now, what I'm going to say is the Six of Cups is about the past. So I'm going to say hysterical, which means that sometimes things can become a really big deal to you and very stressful if you've experienced something similar in the past. And it's meaning that it's kind of building on what you've experienced in the past. So sometimes it's not only about what's going on now, but what's going on now is triggering emotions based on what's happened in the past, so that you can bring them to the surface and you can heal them and be released from them, because they will, if we don't heal from things in the past, then they will actually drive us forward based on what happened, which isn't always in alignment with your highest purpose. So just notice what's coming up memories wise as part of this experience, because that's probably showing you what you actually need to deal with and what you need to release from the past. So 9 of Pentacles. Always take time. Every night I take time to give thanks and be grateful for what I do have in my life, and this will help to clear this worry. So just take time to be grateful for what you do have in life, so that you aren't focusing on one thing that's causing you distress, because we can get a little bit focused on the one thing when actually we've got loads in our life that's going really, really well and things are really, really good. But at the same time, I'm going to say sometimes these sorts of scenarios can make us feel a little bit isolated and lonely. So it's important that we get that cleared. And I'm hoping that this is coming up because it's showing that in September this is the month when you're going to clear these things. So okay, yes, right. So the next card we've got is the Tower, which means that there's going to be a breaking down. This can't keep carrying on. And that's what this card is saying. So whatever is causing you distress and upset can't keep carrying on, because your psyche just, won't cope with that. So there's going to come to the pressure will push you to make shifts and changes so that you can rebuild whatever's bothering you anew, so that it's better. And that may be where you need to take the action to start breaking down the situation that's bothering you so that you can build something that's better. Right, let's see, what else have we got? Which cards do we want next? So, let's do these ones. So, Spirit, what else does pile 2 need to know? What else does pile 2 need to know? About what's coming in September. Oh, so this one, look how lovely that one is. Blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. So it is so important, and that's the lovely sweet pea. So with all this going on, once you've dealt with this, instead of focusing on these things in your mind, this is very logical, lots of thinking, overanalyzing, worrying about things. Make sure that you are doing the things that bring you happiness and joy, and give your energy to those things. So where thought goes, energy flows. Make sure that you are applying your mind and your time to things that feel good to you, and that will help, because you're going through this big shift here with the Tower. So we need to make sure that you're having a nice time, because that's the whole point of going through a Tower moment. There may be breakdown and some chaos, but that is so that you can have a better time. So September is going to, once you've dealt with this, you are going to feel so much more relieved, and you're going to be able to enjoy things and apply your time and energy to what brings you happiness. Pile 2. What else is going on in September? Graciousness and benevolence. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And I'd say that applies to you and others. So make sure that you are being ever so kind to yourself. Make sure that you are open-hearted and that you are sharing everything that you've got, no matter how small it is. Allow yourself to share all that you are and all that you have with graciousness, because it will be appreciated and it will make you feel so much better. So this is pretty exciting, because I really feel like there's a huge shift happening where you take charge of your life. You decide that what was stressing you is no longer going to happen, that you're going to deal with it, that you're then going to shift and be grateful for what you do have and start rebuilding the version of life that you do want by doing things that bring you joy and being open-hearted and what's the word? Open-hearted and giving, of yourself to yourself and to others. So there's a lot of kindness in the month of September as well. Now then, what I want to look at is, what is pile 2's challenge? What is pile 2's challenge? What is pile 2's challenge for September? So you may still have a little bit of fear left because of what's happened. You may still have a little bit of anxiety. This is the solar plexus area. So solar plexus is about being able to take action. So being able to use your intuition and to take action based on what you want. Willpower is very important as part of the solar plexus. And if we've had situations where people haven't necessarily been dealing with us in the right way, we can end up going into a fight, flight or freeze kind of response. So it's important to start moving your body, to start taking action based on what you want and using your intuition. And by taking action, it clears away anxieties or fears, because it allows us to start taking control over what we can control. And that's a big key into taking away anxiety, to be in the present now and to start working with what is within our power, so that we can, this is where we'll then start to feel the bliss and see how that's connected. See how the yellow is within his heart space as well. So it's about taking action based on what you feel in your heart space, what brings you bliss. So let's put that there. And that's Archangel Samuel, who I do believe helps with relationships as well. So just ask Archangel Samuel for help with relationships if you need it. What else is Pal 2 being challenged with during September? What else is Pal 2 being challenged with during September? So do ask Spirit for help and support, and your ancestors and those in Spirit are here to support you. But the fact that this is falling into the challenge section, sometimes when we get stuck in the mental space, in our minds too much, we can disconnect from Spirit. So in fact, there's a whole thing here where the challenge is about as well using your intuition, connecting spiritually, probably because you're too much in your head space. So just make sure you take time to take deep breaths, smell flowers if you've not got hay fever, and listen to birdsong in the countryside, because all of that will calm your nervous system down. Make sure that you're grounded, because the more grounded you are, the more in touch with the divine that you also will be as well, because we need to be spiritual beings fully grounded on this earth to have our earthly experience. So you might want to work with amethyst if you hold it in, or if you lie down and put it in a space just above your head where your crown chakra is. The complementary colour of yellow is the purple as well. So there might be an issue, see up here where this light is, there might be an issue where you've shut off a little bit, which can happen during fear, and that can make you feel lonely, which 9 of Pentacles can be sometimes. So just use amethyst over your crown chakra to help you open that up a little bit again, so that you feel reconnected. Because one of the times that I usually feel the most lonely is when I've accidentally closed my crown chakra too fully, because I've got stuck in worrying and whittling and in the logical mind. So just that might help to clear that. Let's get advice while I'm giving you advice. Right, so what advice have we got for pile 2, please, Spirit? What advice have we got for pile 2? What advice have we got for pile 2? Oh, look at that. I'll hold that a bit closer so you can see. Keep your dreams alive. And this ties in again with following your bliss and acts of kindness and benevolence. So when we step out of feeling like a victim, which you may well have actually been, but it's important to step out of feeling like a victim and into a mentality of benevolence and abundance. So sometimes we can feel in a state of lack when we've been through a difficult time, but by stepping into the recognition that there are 7.7 billion people on the planet, all of whom have got the potential to be wonderful and connected to us, there's all that potential there. We can manifest anything that we want in the world. So you've got all the cosmos here. I don't know if you can see how that closely. There's all the planets. There's I think that's fish there in the sea, and all these birds, and the dandelion clock there, which you blow to make wishes on. The new moon in the third eye, which is all about new beginnings. So just keep your mind open so that you know that you can have and be anything you want, and keep investing your time into that to ensure that you are feeding the good stuff in your life. Where thought goes, energy flows. And I think we've just had this in pile 1, the same sort of notion, which is make sure that you keep feeding into the good stuff. So make sure, and we've obviously just said that about, where you're applying your thoughts there as well. So that's lovely. Keep your dreams alive. I really like that. This type goes to number 7 as well, and just thinking the 7 of Cups is actually the dreamer, where they're having all these different thoughts and ideas about different things. Right, hold on, I'm just going to get another advice card. Spirit, can I have another advice card for pile 2, please? Another advice card for pile 2. So, laughter, it's time to have some fun. So in September, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is not only this is amazing, the blissful pleasure, acts of kindness and benevolence, keeping your dreams alive, because the foundation in which your life is standing is going to change. Whether that's internal, within you, that something's going to shift and change by the actions that you're going to take to step away from anything that's causing you stress, or whether that's actually in the 3D world where you're making changes and doing things. Have fun and enjoy your life, and know that you've got all this potential. Wow, that's absolutely lovely. How interesting. You have got an interesting September coming. Let's see what the overall final concluding bit of this reading is for pile 2, please, Spirit. Oops. Oh, this is what's fallen out. Good fortune. Oh, congratulations. You're going to have all sorts of good fortune. Lady Luck is on your side. How fantastic. Well, I love the fact obviously it's saying about being benevolent, and sharing the energy and how lovely you are and all the heart space, and maybe it's about, benevolent with the tangible 3D stuff as well, because you've got everything you could possibly want. In the 9 of Pentacles, you've got a lot going on positively from a wealth perspective. Oh, how fantastic that you get good fortune. Hold on, I'm going to have a quick look in the book and just see if there's anything else to add about good fortune. I don't know where the book is. I've lost it. Hold on. Sorry, just pause that for a minute so I could get the book to read this, because, heck, wouldn't anybody... I think everybody in the world would want the good fortune card to come up as the concluding factor for September. So it says, Good fortune soon flows through your life like a great river, and the world begins, that's Luna, sorry, the world begins to feel a bit like an exotic playground. The lady featured on this card represents balance, grace, wisdom, intrigue, and mystery. Boredom will soon be a thing of the past. Each moment brings new and exciting things. Enjoy this time in the knowing that heaven smiles and showers you with many blessings. Rich, beautiful experiences are in store for you, interwoven in a colourful tapestry of love. And the affirmation that you may want to say with this is, my life is a colourful tapestry of rich experiences. I am grateful for my good fortune. This is fantastic, because what I feel like is you've gone from this at the start where you're worried and anxious and feel like people aren't necessarily treating you in the right way. You then make a stand, because this is asking you to make a stand to do something, to say that that's not okay, and it's been a worry. And then by making the shift here, by going through this process and being grateful for what you have got, recognizing what's an issue from the past, you break down the structure maybe of how you'd normally behave, or maybe of so that you can heal what's happened in the past, to focus on all sorts of positive things. And then that by changing your mindset, by focusing on all these new positive things or different positive things, like keeping your dream alive, having a laugh, being light-hearted and things like that, it's then bringing in this fantastic good fortune. And this is all happening in September. Well, thank you for watching. If you liked this, please subscribe, press the like button and the bell icon if you want to see what else is coming out from me. If you want to work with me one-to-one, check out the information in the description. And otherwise, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you are doing. Have a great September. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Pal 3. So, welcome to today's reading about what's going on in September for you. So, let's have a look what we've got. Now then, this first card that you have picked, the 3 Fates, what comes around? So, the message within this card is all about, you can see actually, cutting cords. Can you see that she's got some scissors and she's cutting things there? This is about cutting cords to things from the past. So if there's a lesson that we need to learn, things from the past will keep repeating over and over again until we've cleared it and let it go. If there's emotional residue around something that's happened in the past, it can keep reiterating in our lives until we've dealt with it, until we've let it go. Hold on. Sorry, Luna was huffing and puffing because she's seen something on the ceiling. Luna's my dog, by the way. Now she's sneezing. Sneezing is a form of getting rid of negativity as well, and I think this is partly what you need to do. You possibly need to clear or let go of what no longer serves you. So if you're frustrated, angry, resentful about something that's happened in the past, it's time to step out of that energy so that you can start living a new life. And that is what September's about. So whatever's happened to you, whatever has been wronged, or whatever you, however old it is, people can live in things that have happened for weeks, months, years, a lifetime, not letting go of it. Well, now it's time for you to let go of things that have happened in the past so that you can start a new life and you can start to enjoy the life that you've got for you. So let's have a look what is coming up for you during September. So we have got 7 of Cups, choices. 7 of Cups is kind of the daydreamers card, where we look at what kind of ideas you've got, the all the different possible potentials of what you've got in life. And as you step away from this scenario in one, thinking about what's not gone right in the past, it gives us all this potential of all these different things that we can do, because your life is now. What happens is we tend to get stuck in a place where we are still living in something that's happened in the past, like it still exists. Well, it doesn't. Once it's done, it's gone. And the key element is for you to learn what's happened so that you can start to enjoy the good stuff and start to have ideas about the potential of what you can have in your life. So let's have a look what else we've got coming up for you in September. The Hermit. So it's telling you to take some time out, and it's probably to do with these Seven of Cups, in the sense that if you can take some time out to reflect on things and to start dreaming a little dream about what you might like, and just so that you're not impacted. Sorry, I just had a call coming in then. I do hope you couldn't hear that, but apologies if you did. So this is so that you can actually reflect on where you've been so that you can decide where you want to go. And sometimes we all need that time out to rejuvenate and to heal and reflect, and to kind of allow ourselves to gain more energy so that we can actually really apply it to our new lives with fun and positivity, because it's very hard to be cheery and happy if you're feeling worn down, tired, and need a bit of healing space. So do give yourself that space to relax and rejuvenate and have a think about what's happened. And as part of this, journaling is always good because it helps to process what's gone off so that you can start to progress going forward. Luna, come here. Hold on a second. It's coming up to walking time for Luna, so she's starting to agitate. Right, the next thing that is coming up for you in September is all about wisdom, spiritual teacher, knowledge. You may find that you start to research particular things. So you've got all these new ideas coming up because you're thinking about how to progress in your new life. You're taking time out. Well, during that time out, you might either find a new spiritual teacher, or you might start to research different things to build knowledge about the ideas that you're having, so that you can start to implement them when you are ready. Next, we have got the Magician. Wow, you have got some seriously auspicious cards in this reading. So we've got the Magician, which is all about putting these ideas and this wisdom and this knowledge into action, by manifesting what you want into the life that you're currently having. So this is hugely fantastic because it shows you that you have got everything that you need now within you, so you can start to find your true north, is what I want to say. Find your true north, feel what feels right for you to take steps to create a new life that is more fitting with who you are. Let's just see. Right, let me see. Spirit, what else is coming up for Pile 3 in September? Crikey, it's a very big deal month for you. Let's just have a look. What else is coming in September? Affection and determination. The morning glory which blooms for a day differs not at heart from the giant pine that lives for 1,000 years. So it's about seizing the moment and appreciating everything in that moment, and knowing that no matter... So that I like the bit about the determination in that section. So whatever it is that you want to do, keep ploughing on with that, and do it with an open and loving heart, because it's all there for you to actually have, which is what's being shown in the Magician card, that you have got the potential to create whatever you want. So no matter how new you feel at it, or, you know, if it's something that you haven't been doing for a long time, or if it's a new idea you've had, or if it's, just keep going with whatever brings you happiness. And don't worry about time too much. So, what else have we got? Oh, look. New start and wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And I absolutely love that, because we've got wisdom there. We've got knowledge there. This is reading beautifully. How exciting. So the determination that you need will be with you to create the new start, given the wisdom that you've now got from all that happened from this. So what I'd like to say is to people, even if things haven't turned out the way you wanted to previously, always be grateful for whatever's happened if you can, because it leads you on to more wonderful things. It's only by knowing the difficulties or what we consider to be bad in life that we can truly appreciate what we want, how we want it to be, that we can design a life for ourselves based on what we know that we really want, by gaining wisdom through the experiences that we've had. And it allows us to start consider the choices coming up right now then. So what are the challenges? Sorry, that's bouncing around a bit. What are the challenges, Spirit, that pile 3 are having to consider? What are the challenges that pile 3 may face in September? Oh, so somebody might not like what you're doing, maybe. There's a storm warning here, which suggests that the fact that you're having all these ideas, taking time out, that things are starting to go so well for you, and that you're making this new start, this feels like somebody might be a bit, I won't say knocked off, not very happy that you are making these changes, because they may feel left behind. Which, if this is the case, you know, and it's saying that there's things that haven't gone so well in the past and you're stepping out of that issue that was uncomfortable or negative in emotions, whatever that was, I feel like they're losing their hold on you, which is why there's a storm warning. People might, you know, feel a bit miffed at you that you're actually stepping out into something that is good for you. Keep with the determination. Right, what else is the challenge? What else is the challenge for pile 3 during September? Okay, yeah, look, see, crikey, we've almost got a mirror image here. Do you see that? Double whammy of take some time out. There's no need to rush. Just make sure that you're taking time out to breathe, to, I can't believe how almost identical those are. To breathe, to have energetic healing, you know, whether you want to go to somebody for some energetic healing, or whether you just allow divine light to come into you. Or if you've had a difficult time, which the first card suggests that you may have done, you may just need a lot of sleep, you know, so that all the chemicals that are released when we have a difficult time can process through. If we have a shock or something difficult happens, it can take a long time physically for our body to actually get over the trauma. We rush through life these days thinking that, oh, something really bad's happened. Oh, I need to be back to normal immediately. It just doesn't work like that at a biological level. you know, you need time for your body to settle, to recover from difficult times. So be kind to yourself, sleep lots, eat well, bubble baths if you like them, salt baths, you know, cleanse, clear, slow, nice walks, nothing too strenuous. Just be good to yourself, and take that rest and allow yourself to rejuvenate, because then you will so I was just shuffling and another card fell out, which I'm just gonna, so we've got hostilities upside down, so things are going to start to clear. If there's been issues with other people, they are going to start to subside and go away, which is good. It's interesting because we've got the storm warning. So basically, I want to say as well, you put a stop to this. If anybody's coming at you who is grumpy about what you're doing, is what I'm going to say that in a very gentle way. I'm sure you'll all have variations of what's going on here. But turn your phone off. Shut them out. Don't allow any of that in anymore, because this person, whoever it is, gone. Just, you know, this is what needs to be happening right now. You need to be focusing on you, not on anybody else. Cut the cords with anybody who's caused you upsetting issues. Cut the energetic cords so that you can rest in your own energy, without being pulled into any silly nonsense. But that's what's showing in September, that you are going to be stepping away from hostilities. We've got under here, we've got this deceit card as well. So I just want to say, look, you know, you're moving away from these things, which is really, really good. So I've got my phone plugged in because it's running out of battery, and then I keep knocking the wire. So apologies, it's just moving around there a little bit. Right. Advice, please, Spirit. Advice. Advice. Also, what I want to say here is just be careful that you haven't got too attached to the drama. When we get stuck in drama, sometimes it can be hard for us to step out of it because our system's suddenly used to it, and quiet and rest can feel uncomfortable. Just keep encouraging yourself to have silence, really, would be good. Or to, you know, watch a bit of TV, journal, write things down, process, flow, go for healing where you can. In any way you can. Spirit, what's the advice, please? For pile 3 in September. Oh, look at that one. Oops. Gratitude and appreciation. I want to say live like a child. Nurture your inner child. Take care of yourself like you would a child. Be your own best parent, so that you can let the magic and beauty of life back into your life, and just make sure that you are taking time to appreciate different things in your life and be grateful for them, and it will lift your energy and lift your spirits. I'll just say, is there any further advice for pile 3? Trust your own understanding. So if you think something has happened the way it has, you know, if you have an idea about what's happened and why, then go with it. Don't keep questioning it. Just allow yourself to go, right, this has happened. This is the reality. It doesn't matter why so much. It just is. This is what has happened. And empower yourself to act based on your understanding without having to seek counsel from many other people, because that can confuse you, and it can also keep bringing energy to the situation which you might not want. So just accept what you know to be true and then let it go and move forward. let us get an overriding final concluding card. Spirit, what is the final concluding card for pile 3, please? Oh, look at that. Prosperity and freedom. So that is what is coming for you in September. So where you may, whether this is mental freedom, 3D, tangible freedom, you are able to step out and be yourself without the shackles of either mental, emotional, or restrictions of other people that might have been in place before September. So that is absolutely beautiful, and I love the fact that that card is that sort of lilac colour, because for protection we use the lilac flame to burn away any negativity from around us, and it's burning away that negativity, whether it's emotional, mental, or energetic, that allows us the true freedom to live in truth with our heart. And I love the fact we've got prosperity as well. So don't worry too much about things, because you will have everything that you need to live a lovely life and to be free. Pile 3, thank you very much for watching. If this resonated, please click on like and subscribe so that you get more you get the updates for when I release more readings. Click the bell icon as well so that you see those. If you want to work with me, just have a look in the description box. I do spiritual guidance counselling, holistic healing, psychological therapies and life coaching, all mixed into one, so that I can support you on your journey through life back to wholeness, happiness, and a place of love. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.